Hey, I'm Jules Taggart, head content marketing expert over at Amp&Pivot.com. And today's question is one that I get all the time. How do I get more readers to my blog? How do I get more people to see my content? And that question is a good one because I think we all struggle with this as we're growing our businesses. We're blogging and we're churning out content, we're creating webinars, we're doing all these things, but if nobody's seeing it, then is it really worth it? And the answer is yes. It's really important to have really quality and consistent content on your own blog. But if you're looking to grow your readership, that really isn't where the magic happens. The magic happens when you get in front of somebody else's audience. So how can you do that? In a couple of ways. One of the greatest ways to get in front of someone else's audience is to guest post for them. So you find someone who has an audience that's very similar to yours in makeup. So they are, if you're trying to reach women entrepreneurs in their 30s who are moms, for instance, if that's your niche, then you're trying to look for other people who have that same audience, but they have complementary services to yours. It's not something where you're competing for business. Otherwise, there's really not a whole lot of benefit in them sharing their audience with you and vice versa. So find somebody with complementary services or products and someone who has an audience that's very similar to your own. And then there's guest posting. There you could host a webinar with this person or a joint Google Hangout on air. You could do a podcast, any combination where you and this other person are teaming up and you can either post it on their blog to get in front of their readers, or it's something that you team up with and share with both your audience and theirs. That's a win-win. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to prep your content. And this doesn't mean writing out an entire blog post. It just means making 3 or 4 bullet points of the main topics that you want to cover in your blog post once you pitch it. The second piece is to pitch it, to actually get in touch with the person whose audience you want to get in front of and ask if you can share your expertise. Then, once you know who the audience is, you're really going to tailor that content to that audience. So you've got your bulleted list, you know like the main topics you're going to cover, but now you get really specific and make sure you're speaking to that person's audience so that you're really fulfilling, not only offering your expertise, but reaching the people that they are looking to reach. And the last thing is to follow up and promote. And this is a step I think a lot of people forget. When you guest post for somebody else, they'll probably promote your post. They want traffic to their site. But as a thank you for allowing you to get in front of their audience and a way for your audience to see their content, definitely promote this podcast, blog post, whatever it is, as much as you would if it were your very own. So if you're looking to get more eyeballs on your blog, the first step is content outreach. How can you get in front of somebody else's audience and bring your expertise there? If you have a question that you'd like me to answer on a future video blog, please send it to marketingninja@ampandpivot.com and I'll be sure to answer it.